The power of the right questions. I want you guys to just sit and reflect. I don't need you guys to answer this out loud. And you might want to go back to this, because these are the types of questions that can shake your foundation and lead to really big change. Okay? So here we go. So are you stuck right now? Are you stuck in any area of your life? How's your health? How are your personal relationships? How's your income level? How's retirement coming? How's your outlook? How's your happiness? Contentment? Are you stuck in any of those areas? So what are you settling for then? What are you settling for in your practice in life? Is there something big that you dreamed about when you were 6 that you just decided it's not worth it, it's never going to happen? I have this unique perspective right now because I have a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 5-year-old, and they are just, it's that point in life where they just do not believe that there's anything in the world that they can't accomplish, you know? One day they want to be a fireman, the next day they want to be an astronaut, the next day they want to be the President of the United States, and it's all possible. It's all possible. But somewhere along the line, we kind of lose it when reality kicks in and the voices start talking and the 5 people that surround us, including the media and our grandma and our parents and our best friend from high school, start talking to us, and we lose it. So why are you settling for where you are if you're not totally satisfied? What isn't exactly optimal in your life right now? It could be anything. I know, dude, I'm a dental business coach, right? I'm not Tony Robbins, but my job as a coach, because it's all together, you know? It's just like the insurance companies want to separate the health of our mouth from the rest of our bodies. We can't separate success in our practices, in our business, unless we talk about the big picture, which is all of you. Your whole being. So what isn't optimal right now in your life? Is it because of lack of information? Is there a lack of information on anything nowadays? No. There's probably not one issue that we will cover today in any of your practices that you can't get the answer to online in 15 minutes. It might take some searching. You might have to dig through some message boards, but you'll find a fairly good answer to pretty much any barrier, obstacle that you can conjure up in your head. So it's probably not lack of information. Is it lack of resources? Go back to the previous slide, the perspective slide. Do we have any shortage of resources here in the United States? You're part of the top 5. You are more educated than 95% of the world, 7 billion people on this planet. You don't lack intelligence. There's no lack of resources in the United States, in the world that we live in. And we, especially now, there's no lack of information. There's no lack of resources. Is it lack of intelligence? We just went over, you guys are smart. You guys are the group of people that I tried for 3 years to become. All I wanted was to get 1 acceptance out of 21 to dental school. Thank God that I did. But the people sitting in this room were the people that I wanted to be shoulder to shoulder with. I wanted to be your colleague. I don't think it was lack of intelligence. It was lack of optimal circumstances where I had to put myself through undergrad and my GPA suffered because I had to work so much. But there is no lack of intelligence in this room. So the law of polarity. You have everything in the world that you need to accomplish and possess, anything in the world that you desire. So you have everything in your possession, inside, between your 2 ears, and the resources that surround you to accomplish anything. You may or may not believe that, but it's absolutely true. You have everything between your two ears and surrounding you immediately to accomplish anything. The law of polarity. For everything, there's an opposite. You also have an infinite number of reasons why you can't accomplish, possess anything that you want in life. You have everything that you need to accomplish everything you want. And then you have every reason in the world that you can't accomplish anything that you want. That's kind of a trip, right? That kind of puts the power in our own hands because we have to choose a philosophy. You might have gone through your entire life knowing that you might have gone through your entire life not knowing that you've chosen a philosophy, but you've chosen a philosophy, either consciously or unconsciously. So let's decide right now, what will your philosophy be? There's only two different philosophies. Philosophy number one being, are you going to take 100% responsibility for every aspect of your life? Philosophy number one, are you going to take 100% responsibility for everything in your life? Your health, your relationships, your savings account, your physique, your happiness, the success of your practice. Are you going to take 100% responsibility for every aspect of your life? Or are you going to let external circumstances and external people in your life guide your decisions and your life? This is one of my favorite quotes. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it's time to pause and reflect. The vast majority of Americans are unhappy. The vast majority of dentists in America are unhappy. When you go through the perspective slide and you look at all we have, there's a lot to be grateful and happy for. But if you surround yourself with people that are constantly complaining about external circumstances that are outside of your control, and you focus on external circumstances that are outside of your control, you will never grab a hold of control in your life. There are many more things in the external world that we cannot control. But everything in the world that we need to be happy, satisfied, and attain any success level that we desire is between our two ears. And it's a decision and a philosophy that you have to decide upon.